We are racing in 3, 2, 1, go. And we'll now see the runners taking off shortly, surely. Yes. The delay between the streams is a little bit different always, so you will have to keep an eye on the timers to really be able to compare where the runners are at. Maybe shortly I will have someone joining me for commentary today, but we will see how that goes. As we have some nice window sounds coming from Geerky, I suppose, because I am taking his game sound, streaming it right to you. As we're seeing the usual pictures, all runners taking it to the first skip of the run. The chair skip managing their stamina properly beforehand by walking a little bit to save up stamina for this. Rodney gets it first try, Oscu as well. BorklSnorkl has to go a second time, geerky first try as well. So all runners well underway, finding their pace, finding their rhythm. So I compare the times for a little bit. Geerky and Rodney really neck on neck. Oscu right there with them. Just 1 second, maybe 1.5 seconds behind Rodney right now. But it is close as we like it. Rodney now coming up to the drop. Oscu as well. Let's see. Rodney gets a really nice drop into the leech room. Oscu a little bit in the mud. Geerky on the corner. BorklSnorkl as well, right in there. Geerky and Rodney pretty far. Pretty much even on time, actually. Maybe 1 second ahead for Rodney. But we will see how this race is going, because it is close in the beginning, just as we like him. Only a few seconds separating these runners from each other. As we see Rodney making his way towards the first split of the run. And we will see his final time very shortly. He has a 3:04 at rope, as our other runners are closing in on the same split now. A 3:07 for Geerky, a 3:15 for Oscu, and a 3:13 for BorklSnorkl. So right now, Rodney in the lead, Geerky shortly behind, BorklSnorkl following, and then Oscu on their heels. We'll see. Rodney was trying the light zip. He wants to get it very desperately. We'll see if he can get it in this very run. He's going for the setup now. Placing 6 right, but he cannot get the zip. Geerky now up for a try. The other two runners taking the safe route. Geerky. He zips a little bit further, but still doesn't get the full zip. So, no light zips in this race. We will now meet the janitor for the first time again, as you can see on Rodney's perspective. We're still pretty close. Times not too far from each other. As we are coming onto the first set of hunger skips. Over the whole run, hunger skips can save about 1 minute, 1 minute 20 in total if you hit all of them in all chapters. Each hunger skip set saves about 20, 30 seconds. Maybe a bit less, but around that margin. So look out. Oh, a bad bread drop for Rodney. His bread timing a 5 something. I cannot read it. 5:26 for geerky. It's really small, these timers in some of these runners' perspectives. It's really hard for me to read. What is it? 5:20 for Rodney, 5:40 for Oscu, and 5:31 for BorklSnorkl, if I'm not mistaken. So we've spread out a little bit now, but we are coming up to one big skip right now. Pulley skip. Yesterday we have seen someone, as Rodney is struggling a little bit with the risky jump. Yesterday, I think it was Rodney. No, it was Dana. Dana yesterday took the risky pulley skip. All of these runners will most likely take the safe pulley setup. And BorklSnorkl dies. So we have a first death of the race. This will cost him important and valuable time. But he's a first timer. He's not used to the situation of racing. So maybe the mind is playing with him. So we'll now join Rodney on his little trip to get pulley skip. I think we are just fine. geerky is now drawing the draws out. In the background you can hear him. Rodney gets the fall. It's a bit low on stamina, but he gets it. First try. Pulley skip for Rodney. geerky right on his heels. Really smooth movement. Gets the fall, the big drop. Gets another big drop. That was not planned necessarily. Oscu dies from the fall animation. That was very close, but he was a little bit off. Rodney now on his way to finish the first chapter, and geerky well underway too. As we see Oscu going for his second try on pulley skip. And BorklSnorkl, oh, geerky. He survives. Very close there. As he got seen by the Medusa's eye. Oscu gets pulley skip, second try by the looks of it. As we see BorklSnorkl dying to his first try. And he leaves. One of our runners just left. Well, we'll see how the others continue as Rodney and geerky both finished the first chapter and Oscu is well underway too. Okay, we have our runner has returned. We will now go for the pulley skip again. So we see Rodney doing the sink skip very confidently. Nice key drop. geerky doing the sink skip as well. Second try looks good for BorklSnorkl. Survives the drop. Camera is a little bit high. Needs to adjust for that, but he gets it done. He looks really good on his second try of pulley skip. Nice movement, and he's out of there. Oscu finishes prison and is a little bit in the lead due to BorklSnorkl leaving for a bit. How does it look for top 2 though? Rodney is just too strong right now. He's building a lead again. 8:15 on prison. Geerky is about 10 seconds, 12 seconds behind. Maybe even close to 13 seconds behind. As we see Rodney taking on the next set of hunger skips, but he misses the first one. He gets the second one, Geerky gets the first one. Geerky gets the second one. Rodney, yeah, that should be the third one in the back. Geerky not getting the third one, but it was close. As all our runners have now officially finished the first chapter. We're now interested in what these trap splits are going to be for our runners. So 11:02 for Rodney, 11:20 for Geerky. So we have 18 seconds lead for Rodney now. He is building up a lead yet again. Rodney now entering the janitor's workshop, taking the long fall there. As we now see Oscu's trap time being a 12 minutes flat. So that is about 40 seconds behind Geerky, but BorklSnorkl is still a little bit further back due to him leaving for a few seconds there. As Rodney is already through the workshop, Geerky now looking to put the crank in and get out of there. BorklSnorkl to making extra sure that he gets the hunger skip, taking one or two more. He gets the first one, nearly gets the second one, but it misses it by just an inch. And Rodney now through shoe room and Geerky on his heels. Oscu taking the long fall as well, going into janitor's workshop. BorklSnorkl missing the third hunger skip. So we will be looking at a 13-minute and something trap split for him. Elevator split. Rodney, 13:36. Geerky looking at a 13, maybe 13:55, 54. 13:54 it is. So Rodney has built some lead, and we have seen him being very confident in nearly all parts of the game here. But anything can happen. One of my favorite sentences. Anything can happen in a race. Rodney not going for monkey skip, taking it safe. He is really confident on that box. He knows exactly where he needs to push it. So no need to go for techniques he doesn't know how to do. geerky, beautiful, beautiful execution of set skip. Jumping onto the monkey to give him this extra momentum to push the box away with the board itself. Getting nice RNG on the drawers. Jumping immediately to them. This can maybe be a few seconds made up. As Oscu's elevator split is a 14:47 if I'm not mistaken. We are still looking nice and close. Rodney now out, got the shoe. geerky now getting the shoe. And we will now see... Oh, BorklSnorkl dies to the janitor in janitor's workshop. He was ready to leave. As we see, Rodney getting a nice piano rotation right there. Will he go for the risk? Takes the risk and it is rewarded. geerky, how is his piano rotation going to be? It is just that little bit off. Cannot take the jump, he cannot make that. Rodney now going over the janitor's shoulder, and he didn't get grabbed, so that is very nice for him. geerky now coming up to the same area. He's a little bit far to the right. He might bonk into the pillar. Corrects it, bonks into the pillar anyways. Bonks into the wall, but it's still fine. TV room split for Rodney, looking at a 16-20. And geerky is looking at a 16:45. So we have some advantage building for Rodney right now. He's looking at a PB at the moment. He achieved the PB yesterday in our race. So this would be the second PB in a consecutive race. As Oscu's piano rotation is just that slight bit off that you cannot make the jump. He doesn't risk it. Very well adapted. BorklSnorkl now coming up to elevator split. It's 16:39 for him. He is feeling the pressure of this race situation. That piano is not looking too shabby for geerky. Steaming through there in one go. Trying to catch up with Rodney. Oscu taking it safe on the janitor, not risking to get grabbed here. Just playing it super safe for the race. And sometimes that's just all that it takes. Being safe, not dying, can give you that extra little bit of advantage. BorklSnorkl with the monkey skip. That was a really nice jump. So we're now going to watch Rodney go into janitor fight. One big point where a lot can happen. He gets the grab, jumps to the cage, grabs onto the far bar immediately, and he's just really fine, really good out of that. As we just heard, geerky's at the same area now. Similar setup. Gets the grab bait, jumps through the whole room. He's going for the bottom bar. Yes, there we go. Gets it. Nice execution. Rodney with a gold split now, 25 seconds ahead of his personal best. Are we looking at yet another personal best on a race? This man is unstoppable. Final time, 1951. 1851 for Rodney. 1924 for geerky. So there is 30 seconds approximately between the two runners. SeroZoul has some streaming issues. Hope that fixes itself in a bit, as he's now coming up to the janitor. And Oscu is now on his way to janitor boss fight. BorklSnorkl gets grabbed, if I can make it out right, in that pixel mess. And we will have a look at Oscu doing that very fight that we saw. Very good on the bait, jumping through this room to get to the cage, grabs onto the bottom bar, immediately pulls this very good execution. He gets the invulnerability. Nice janitor boss fight by Oscu. As we see Rodney now onto the rat. geerky is in the same perimeter, but keep in mind that Rodney always has a little bit more of a delay, so he is in front still. Oscu is now finishing up the lair with a final time of 2040, if I'm not mistaken. So he is still a little bit behind geerky, but BorklSnorkl is even more behind. So we have two races playing out right now, geerky versus Rodney and Oscu against BorklSnorkl. And we will see how these two races pan out. So we will now come up to Rodney's next split, which will be rafters, and we will see how much time he lost, made up, or whatever. Good movement on the rafters there. Not taking any uncontrolled risks. Losing a little bit of time on his personal best, but still decent split at 21:44. Now we're looking at fast key 1, Rodney. Trying to get the key right now. How fast can he get it? Nice drop, gets it immediately. As we see, geerky's rafters time is at 22:19. So we have those 30 seconds approximately between the two runners, maybe even a little bit more now. Maybe 40 seconds. Coming up to close to 40 seconds. geerky. Yeah, decent key drop. It's trolled by the music box a little bit, but he's just fine. He's out of there. BorklSnorkl not getting the man-up, getting grabbed by the janitor. You can see his frustration. But all that counts is keep going. Keep going, keep running. This is a race, anything can happen. Keep going and you can take third place, second place, whatever. Anything can happen. Rodney now past the first chef encounter, as BorklSnorkl gets the janitor invulnerability on second try and finishes up the lair now. Rodney really, really good on that meat. We have seen it yesterday, we've seen it today as well. Really, really nice on that manipulation. See geerky, can he do the same thing? Good on the first meat. But the second meat is not that good for him. But but still a very decent time. Was not a bad meet. Was just not the super nice meet that Rodney had. Oscu getting trolled by the key. Has to reset to get the key again. BorklSnorkl is now leaving the lair and onto the kitchen. Rodney gets first chef elevator. It's now going to get second fast key in a bit. As we see geerky coming up to freezer split. And that can be a green split. And it is indeed a green split. Oscu very close on that key. He might get grabbed before he can reach the elevator. It is close, but it is fine. geerky gets the fast chef elevator as well. Rodney going for the fast key now. Rodney gets fast key, but he didn't get the grab bait, but that should be still fine. Very close, but very fine. Blazing pace, another gold split by Rodney. He is ahead of his PB by 30 seconds. Is that correct? Is he again of his own PB by 30 seconds again? Would that be huge? Gets garbage pit skip first try. This man is absolutely sprinting, steaming through this game. Nothing can hold him back right now. He has found his rhythm, his pace. We've seen it yesterday. We'll see it today again. First try hook skip. This guy knows what he's doing, and you can see it in every step he takes. As it seems, I will now be joined on commentary by the one and only SeroZoul. If we can establish a connection. Discord doesn't like it, as Rodney is already going to leave the kitchen area. I can still not get a connection. geerky gets hook skip. That was first try as well, I guess. But like Rodney, like, what should I say? What a pace.
Hello?
Hello, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
So we are now joined by the one and only SeroZoul.
Mr. Fartface.
And I will try to get him posted on the action. So we have Rodney steaming away in front as well, again. He is ahead of his own PB by about 30 seconds right now.
Yes.
So that is blazing pace. That guy does not stop. He just wants to continue.
Is well ahead of his PB as well.
Yeah. He got
damn.
2 gold splits. He just died once from blinding light, so he might
geerky
lose.
is not bad on his PB either, I'd say. Because if we're looking at what's ahead, then he's actually looking mighty fine here.
But like Rodney's time, we might be looking at a sub 38. So we are looking at a sub 38 right now. That would be huge.
Then again, I have to say that Oscu at this point is not looking bad either.
No, he's
For
not.
his PB pace, he's actually on a good pace as well.
And he is he's well ahead of BorklSnorkl right now.
Yeah, BorklSnorkl not having the greatest time, I feel. I don't know what his current PB is. I cannot quite tell due to the...
Yeah, his video is a little bit off.
Video quality is a little bit lower.
We get the next time for Rodney. He lost 6 seconds due to dying once by blinding light, but this is still 24 seconds ahead, 25 seconds ahead of PB. This is still blazing pace. and
I
mighty
love how
fast.
it's not just us having trouble with the blazing light, you know,
No,
but
it's also the good runners.
yeah,
The
because
top
we are
10 runners,
trash.
mate.
Let's have a look. Geerky is gonna have another split, and this is looking about
9.8
the same
seconds.
time.
Yeah, yeah. A little
Yeah,
bit of time gained.
still ahead, still ahead.
Very good. Very, very good pace from
He
these
is
runners.
not far off from Rodney.
No, no,
But
he's like,
this is Rodney's run. Like if
yeah.
he loses his run, he only has himself to blame. I mean, you always only have yourself to blame in this run, but
We have
you should not lose a run in ladies or in guests, which is, you know, ironic because I lost mine there yesterday.
Oscu struggling a little bit with keys right now, with hook skip right now. But
I think he's getting into his own head, but he has some time to work with.
yeah, it's just
But if you're looking at how much time he has to get the split done for kitchen, then he actually needs to hurry to still be ahead.
now
Then
he
that's
gets
the
it.
hook. Yeah,
There
there we
he
go.
is, out of there. Now we see Rodney not taking the gamble with hook with sausage skip, just going there, going
Oscu on a
through.
good pace. And is he gonna get the exit straight away?
Looks
The
like
hooks
it.
are a little bit off,
Yes.
but yeah, he got one. Okay, there we go.
Very, very good. Stayed calm there, didn't panic, just took the hook very methodically. That's what we
BorklSnorkl
like to
now
see.
on the important key. Let's see how he does.
True. Second chef key, second fast key. Let's see.
Geerky skipping the sausage as he normally does.
Yeah. We will not see geerky going for. And now
I
we
actually
get
think
into.
that we might have a double PB on our hands here.
Yeah, but
But
we are
it
looking
looks
into a very
like...
important. Did he
Why
lose?
has Oscu paused?
Oscar paused. Maybe he said he might have to leave early. Rodney not dying to Fat Man. But he
And this
lost
is
some
looking good for
time.
BorklSnorkl.
BorklSnorkl
And
gets
BorklSnorkl
the
got
fast
it.
key.
Ooh,
Very
that was
good.
close though. Now, is he gonna go
Rodney,
for the garbage chute, or is
look
he
at
gonna
Rodney's
take the
setup.
save?
Rodney taking the risky setup for the second fast elevator, but he
Yeah,
gets it.
and he got it. Nice. Honestly, the risky setup now works better for me than the save.
Oscar now continuing his run, so we didn't lose him quite yet.
I think
But
Oscar is still looking good.
he has to go for the exit again. Does the same methodical, calm setup for the right hook and gets out of there.
Yeah.
geerky takes the slower, but maybe arguably a little bit safer setup for the second chef elevator. But we've
It
seen
really
it,
comes down to how good are you at it.
yeah, and we've seen it yesterday in comparison, and it is actually by 2 seconds slower than the other setup.
I thought it was 4 seconds.
Wait, didn't BorklSnorkl get the key already?
I think he
He had to reset
died in
somewhere, right? Oh, he
I think
died
he
trying to
died
get
in garbage
garbage.
chute.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Oscu now out of the kitchen, so he's well ahead right now.
Yeah, but he still hasn't split, so let's keep that in mind.
Yeah, but still.
I can
BorklSnorkl dying again.
tell. Oh, does he actually split his kitchen there? Because I see that his kitchen has split.
No, his kitchen is just the time is counting down.
Oh, I cannot see the time counting down for Oscu. Oh wait, did Oscu his timer?
Oh, his timer stopped completely.
I think we might need to notify him that his timer stopped.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, BorklSnorkl in real big trouble here. And grabbed again, yeah. This is not looking good for him. geerky actually made up some time here with the hungers. I don't know what happened there for
we can see
Rodney.
Rodney going for fast ladies. This is looking really good.
This is, yeah, that's a good.
That should be the setup for him.
Ooh.
Oh, he missed one jump. He missed one jump, and that costs him.
One of the jumps.
That costs him the skip and costs him valuable time. This might not be PB at this point anymore.
I think it is still looking like PB, but yeah, that was a big mistake because roughly
Gold splitting?
ladies.
Gold splitting? Wait.
Yeah, I think
But
he
got,
never.
oh, he died to Fatman yesterday, but he got early elevator there. geerky trying to get lady.
As
very
long
close.
as Rodney goes for the safe setups in ladies, so you know, don't mess too much with the slide, don't go for like the crouch cancel, then he should be looking good here. geerky also missing the lady elevator.
But he is still on PB pace. He said goodbye PB in chat,
Woo!
but he is still looking at a PB by 0.3
Okay, so
seconds.
now it seems that
Oscu's
Oscu's
timer
timer has
continued.
resumed, but I
So
don't know if that is valid now.
it might not be a valid.
Because it looked like his timer just completely froze for a minute and a half.
Yeah, might not be
So I
valid for
don't think this is
SL15 to tell.
actually his real time. I am not sure on this though.
As
We'll
we
have to
see,
drag Oscu in for a interview afterwards.
as we see Rodney taking the last key of the
BorklSnorkl on hook
run.
now.
Doesn't get
Ooh,
there.
okay.
Very close. Not quite.
That was a bit janky on the setup. He is actually standing a bit more left than I normally see people do.
Yeah.
And now he's moving way more left than people normally do. Oscu should really be jumping here just
But
to
he's
get
getting
more
there.
momentum. Because there is stamina refreshment here. So
Yes,
he can
right
actually
here.
jump the entire way.
As we now see
And let's see.
Rodney entering
Don't
the
die, Rodney.
last room. There's nothing really he can fuck up here. Oscu just taking it super safe to not lose this run to any shenanigans.
Yeah. And BorklSnorkl seems to finally escape the kitchen.
Yes, so all
I
our
think he got
runners are
some
there.
unlucky business happening to him.
Yeah, he had
But
to.
then again, this is the pressure of a race. You
Yes.
cannot reset. Oscu got the fast crouch get up from the table, so that's good for him. That actually saves him about 2 seconds at that point.
So, Prediction Master, what do you say to Rodney's time? Is he looking at a
I
PB right
mean,
now?
we're looking possibly. Yeah, I think this is PB pace. The question is by how much. I felt like he didn't take any unnecessary risks here, so he might have lost some time in ladies. We're probably looking at a sub 38.
Probably, but
Ladies
very
fight takes
close.
about a minute 45. He is initiating it now. So, yeah. I think we are looking at, let's say, a 37.52. Just to take it like easy. I think he can actually go under. I think it's more looking at a 37.48, but we'll see. geerky has to go really hard here to beat his PB.
Yeah. We beat it by just a
But
very slight
then
bit.
again, even if you beat your PB by 0.3, never be dissatisfied. A PB is a PB. Take it and don't complain.
Oscu going for the fast elevator setup here as well.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can hit it.
What usually happens for people that have not done the setup enough is that they panic.
He gets it.
He actually moved a bit too early, so that's what I mean with the panic. You need to reliably know that he cannot grab you, basically.
Rodney looking at the last 3 encounters.
Yeah, this is about a 40 seconds total. That's, yeah. From here on out, it's about 20 seconds still PB. So I'm thinking that we're gonna have a 48.
2 encounters.
Oh no, this is quicker than 48.
This is a 37.
45?
Nah. Nah. 48 is pretty decent. 47.82 final time for Rodney. What a run this
and
guy
now let's
shows.
switch to geerky.
geerky now on the last 3 encounters
Last
as
two,
well.
actually, already.
Last 2.
Okay, is it?
One
this is
more
within
left.
the 35. This is actually a quick ladies for him. I think he took some risks getting the key. Because the break should happen before 45.
Yeah. He's right on there.
Is this quicker or not?
0.0 on his...
Is this actually quicker?
No, he's off. His timer is red, so that means he's off by some milliseconds. His timer would be blue or something.
Yeah,
if it would
green.
be a new PB.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Oscu is looking at a plus timer now. I'm always like very confused by Oscu's coloring of the timer.
Yeah,
I always think that purple is PB, and then it is actually a plus time.
What a run by Rodney. Like, okay.
I think BorklSnorkl is getting a bit inside his own head. By the way, if we want, there is a way for us to be in chat with the runners and just have their volume enabled.
This is 6th place for Rodney on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
So, what the hell? And yeah, he has more time in it. Like, he has more time in the run.
Yeah, he actually got some red splits.
Jesus Christ. We need to do another race. This guy could actually, like, if we could do this for another week or so, this guy will get world record in our race. I'm telling you.
Well, I wouldn't be that sure about it. Let's be real. World record is still about a minute and a half off. I think he can enter top 5.
Yeah, sure.
That I will put my my hand down for. But let's be real. The 3 runners that actually have a time below 37 are some not human runners. These are people that have just given up on humanity
Not so
and
sure
sold
about
their
that.
souls to the devil.
I mean, since we see some of bests of like 35, 34 on these top runners, I think we are still not at the at the top.
No,
Like,
we are
can still
not
go
at the
faster.
top level that this game can be. And, you know, maybe in the future, like I said, my idea for hosting a glitch race to see if we can explore some new glitches. I've
I don't
already
think
heard some
there's
positive feedback from it because Dana would be really interested in competing in that.
I don't think there's any more glitches, to be honest.
I actually think there is. I think
I
this
don't think
game
so.
is not done with glitches. But yeah, Geerky, now that you're in chat, where did it all go wrong?
He cannot hear you.
No, but he is in chat.
But he cannot hear you.
Maybe. If he has our volume on, he can
No,
hear
he
us.
cannot hear you.
Why not?
Because he's deaf. That's why we are not. No, that's why we're never talking to him.
Yeah,
So
but usually when we talk, he can sometimes react to us.
you can write in the chat to him, then he can respond. So we are looking at Oscu now, finishing up his run.
Honestly, for Oscu, this is not a bad practice run.
No, this is he's looking at a 41 like something maybe.
No. This is not a 41. This
No,
is
this is
at
actually
least a 42.
yeah, yeah, right.
Because
It's 1
from the
minute
time where
45,
you
right?
start the fight, the moment that the lady disappears in front of the mirror, it's at least a minute and a half.
Yeah, okay. So
If
we're
not a
looking at
minute and
42
45.
something. Okay.
So we're looking at a sub 43.
Yeah, but still a good run.
But given that like he had to give up on his run before, where he had 43 minutes and he just enters ladies, I think this is not a bad run for him. I think Oscu can do really well. And yeah, I would like to hear what happens, actually. Because his timer seemed to freeze for a bit. I'm really curious about what happened. Actually, he just got a gold split for one of the areas.
Yeah, for guest area it seems.
Okay, let's... the hungers are coming up for BorklSnorkl. Maybe get some focus on Oscu.
So we're now on to the last 3 encounters for this guy.
So yeah, let's see. We have a positive delta for him on guest area. And we have a positive delta on trap. So he actually got 2 gold splits this run.
Yes.
I'd say that's good. That's very good practice. Actually had a minus 6.4 in guest area. That is some big balls improvements there.
Rodney now realizing that he's now in the top 6 with that run. Congratulations, my man. What a run again. What a run again.
Yeah,
Oscu
now,
now
and I
on to
will
the
still
second
say,
last.
I think top 5 is quite reachable for now. But let's say that after you hit top 5, you know, you'll need to speed up by another half a minute to actually get into the top 4.
So there we go. 42, 42.
My 9th place wasn't even verified. Now I have 3 runs on the website now. Well, be happy with it, you know? You PB'd.
I mean, I can give you a
Great
little
job to you.
insight. I can give you a little insight into Verify's life. We have currently 55 runs awaiting verification, shared between Little Nightmares 1 and 2, most of them being Little Nightmares 2 runs, which take approximately 1.5 hours each run. So we are looking at quite some time that we need to go through
Yeah.
verifying.
And yeah, let's see if we can. BorklSnorkl is still busy. Let's see if we can get BorklSnorkl and maybe Oscu in here when they're done.
Rodney,
And
that is not my decision to make. That is Alyssa's decision, and yeah, you can ask her if you can get a verifier, but she is pretty yeah, busy at the moment, so
yeah. I don't know, do we want to wait for BorklSnorkl so we can get the double interview going, or should we try to get Oscu in here, hear his thoughts about the run?
I don't know if he wants to join for a little interview.
Oscu says, I died in the most pathetic way at the end of the kitchen because I let the hook go too early. Oof, that is a rough one, Oscu. But still, I don't think you had a bad race. I think this was a good practice run for you. And yeah, you actually had 2 gold splits. Let's see if we can get the boy in here. Let's see. If I add him to DM, will the stream actually drop? Because then I can't see anymore what's happening.
I don't think so.
I'll try.
I almost forgot credit is unskippable. I mean, yeah, always the same thing, right? It actually drops. It actually drops the stream because it creates a new run. But we are now joined by one of our runners, Oscu.
Share screen.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
talk us through what happened on your run.
first of all, that was a good test run, I think.
Yeah,
So,
I was a little bit slow on the lair, and then I died to the first fast key in kitchen, and then the hook in the end, but
yeah.
otherwise it was quite good.
From what I saw, I was watching a bit from the car. I think you had a pretty decent run. I think you should be happy with this test run. You got 2 gold splits, so that shows that you kept going.
Yeah,
And
and
yeah,
the hunger skips went quite well.
yeah. I think you have nothing to be afraid of. I think this was a good run.
Yeah,
And who knows? It seems that through the past couple days, you've become steadier again. You had
yeah,
to abandon a run before, which was on 43 minutes, and you just entered guest area, and now you actually finished before 43 minutes. So yeah,
it has
this
been
is.
there.
Getting
So,
back in
any
form.
words you have to share to Rodney, who is currently in the Twitch chat?
Congrats.
What a run, right?
6th place. What a run.
As we're now looking at BorklSnorkl finishing his last few encounters with the lady.
Yeah, BorklSnorkl has had a rough
Really,
run. I think he's been going for a lot of risky stuff that just didn't work out this time.
but props to him for keeping the
He
run
kept going, you know.
not resetting.
Does he not know the? Oh, he does know the placement. Okay.
It's
No,
just
like that's the thing with this, right? Keep going. Yesterday I quit because I was so fucked up tired. Today I've had a day off, and yeah, I'm feeling more energetic now. Are you gonna be joining us for yet another race, Oscu? Actually,